Exhilarating sports talk coming up next on The Doug Stewart Show in about 2 minutes. Stay tuned. We're about to have some fun. That's right, sports talk, guy talk, right here on The Doug Stewart Show. Show coming up in about a minute and a half. Hold on. You have entered a no puppet zone. That's right, no puppetry around here. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 1 minute. The realest, treeless, most unfiltered sports and guy talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 30 seconds. Yes!
Play this record as frequently as possible.
The Doug Stewart Show
is the best in the world as far as I'm concerned.
This is sports talk for the people. The Doug Stewart Show. It's like the tail wagging the dog. They create the narrative. Don't believe it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Or are you not entertained? This is sports talk with hot sauce. Texas Pete hot sauce. The Doug Stewart Show. Yeah! What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. And this is a Throwback Thursday. And oh boy, we got a lot of great things planned for you today, as we do every single day. Shots out and good morning to the Stewies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh boy. Today is a monumental day on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. But guess what? We're going to handle it no problem. Bring that beat back for your boy one more time, though, Cassidy. Bring it back. Bring it back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this is a Throwback Thursday. We're going to take it all the way back to 1998. What were you doing in 1998? Well, I'll tell you everything that was going on back in 1998. We'll also talk about, sports back then in 1998, and obviously we'll do the whole thing with music back from 1998, man. Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, man. This is a Throwback Thursday. If you're new to the show, a couple of things you need to do. First of all, you need to go to Spreaker.com and you need to follow the show. Today is very important in that aspect. I'll tell you why in a second. But you need to go to Spreaker.com. You need to find the Doug Stewart Show. Just search the Doug Stewart Show and it'll pop right up. And then hit the follow button. Follow the show on Spreaker.com. That's number one. That's very, very important. And the second thing you need to do is you need to scroll down and you see a little comic book talk chat bubble thingy. Click on that, all right? And then you enter into a whole new world of sports and guy chat. It's the best chat room in the world. Not in Georgia, not in the Southeast, not in the country, in the world. The best chat room in the world. I call it the sports and fantasy and guy chat fantasy world. I think I screwed that up. The fantasy island of sports and guy chat. Get it right. And its inhabitants are the Stewies, man. Good morning to all of the Stewies. Good morning. I see y'all already in here. Shouts out to Miss Mocha Bella, D-Bell, Loose Neck Trump Cy, Redland Kirk, Loose Neck Pimp Down Cy, Brother McDowell. Good morning to you all. All right. Good morning. All right. So let me tell you what we got planned for today. So speaking of Brother McDowell sent me a classic Stu clip. Do you remember when me and Ryan had a fight in the studio? Well, not really a fight. We were wrestling. We weren't serious. We weren't really trying to hurt each other or anything like that. We were wrestling. So we actually had two fights. The first fight, I actually tore his ass up. And I mean tore his ass up from the floor up. And the second fight, man, I mean, it was a lot of controversy, but it was the second fight that actually happened. And yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of that. My man Earl McDowell, the historian for the Doug Stewart Show and the Two Live Stews, brought to my attention. So yesterday was the 6th anniversary of that. We actually have the audio of the second Two Live Stews fight in studio. And so today, on Throwback Thursday, we're going to play that back for you. I don't even know if I want to play that one back for you, though. See, there's no actual recorded... there's not a recording of the first time that we went to blows in the studio. That was probably like 9 years ago. All right. Yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of the second one. So we'll play that for you today, a little classic stew, as well as on the network today, man. I mean, a big day, a huge day. Not only do you have the Doug Stewart Show going on from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, but at 12 p.m., we have the return of the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. That's right. My man Trey and Maestro coming out of Baltimore, Maryland. The title of today's show is Busted Brackets and Taking Your Kids to Work. You can kind of guess what they're going to talk about. And then at 1:30 p.m., man, John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave, featuring the number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern. Yeah. So John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave, featuring the number one chief rocker, not the number 2, number 3, number 4. The number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern, today at 1:30 p.m. right here on SME. And then at 3 p.m., man, a surprise show. 2 days in a row. The Griz returns. 3 p.m. today. Now, here's something very important I need to tell you. Some weeks we just play the shows and we do the shows in my stream, which means in my show, so you don't have to log out or anything. Today you are going to have to log out and log back into these individual shows. That's very important that you follow the network. As I talked about a couple of minutes ago, make sure you follow the network. You should get an alert. Now, if you don't get an alert, what that means is that you have to go in your settings and set something up and make sure that you do get those alerts, okay? So, in any regard, today you will have to log in and out to hear these shows today. Once again, at 12 p.m., the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. At 1:30 p.m., around 1:30 p.m., John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave, featuring the number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern. And then today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, all these times are Eastern Time, the Griz returns to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. All right? So for my show today, man, we're going to talk about the NCAA tournament. It's back tonight. You got a couple of games tonight. Sweet 16 action. Them damn Warriors continue to do it. Steph Curry. And I watched this game last night. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I actually watched this game last night, man, and I'll give you my thoughts. For the past 2 games, the Warriors and Steph Curry had been slowed down, but last night he wakes up in a big, big way. You see the title of today's show, LeBron. You were doing so well, LeBron. I'll get into that. Really, LeBron? Really, bruh? Seriously, you had made such good strides, and now this. So we'll get into that. The NFL killing me, Smalls. The Saints do the best thing, and the thing that I said they should do a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not a fan of this particular guy, man, but sometimes I actually am. I'll tell you who that is a little bit later today on the show. But once again, today is a Throwback Thursday. We're taking it all the way back to 1998. What was going on in 1998? In the world of sports, the New York Yankees won the World Series back in 1998. The Super Bowl champions back in 1998 was the Denver Broncos. Obviously, you remember that was the Super Bowl between the Broncos and the Falcons, which the Falcons their minds weren't in it. Eugene Robinson. Yeah. So the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl in 1998. Also in 1998, your NBA champions were the Chicago Bulls. So that was Michael Jordan's tremendous run, 6 rings. Stanley Cup champs were the Detroit Red Wings. And the national champions in football were T. Martin and Peerless Price. The Tennessee Volunteers won the national championship back in 1998. Not Peyton Manning, who celebrates a birthday today, as a matter of fact. We'll talk about that in birthdays and entertainment a little bit later. But, not Peyton Manning. The great T. Martin and the great Peerless Price won a championship back in 1998. Kentucky won the national championship. I believe that was Tubby Smith. Kentucky Derby, real quiet. And also back in 1998. Damn, it's been a long time. I didn't realize this. This was 18 years ago? Wait a minute, that can't be right. I guess so. In 1998 is when Mark McGwire hit 70 home runs. It's been that long ago, 18 years? Damn, I gotta check that, but that's what my research shows, that in 1998, Mark McGwire hit 70 home runs. It does not feel like it's been that long. All right, when we get back from the break, man, let's talk a little bit about the NCAA tournament. We'll talk about the Doug Stewart Show bracket challenge going on right now as well. I feel good about my picks. I feel great about my picks, shawty. So we'll do all of that, man. Have a lot of fun today, man. Classic stew for you, the second fight between me and Ryan. We'll play that later. Birthdays, entertainment, and a bunch of great shows coming up today on Stewart Media and Entertainment. All right, when we get back, NCAA tournament. Don't go away. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975 and work it out.
Yeah. I'm actually waiting on the boss now. Yeah, he says that we have some kind of special assignment or something.
1998 is the year. Y'all remember this track right here?
Hold on. Let me get the phone. Hello? Jackson here.
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
You found Manuel Noriega? In the Philippines?
We be having a party up in here,
In
man.
the mansion?
Do it, Nori. Do it, Nori.
Right now. Bye.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. You talk about one-hit wonders. And it really wasn't a hit because of the rapping. It was a hit because of the beats.
Hey yo, we light a candle, run laps around the English Channel. Neptunes, I got a cocker spaniel. We on the run now, you know it ain't no fun now.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. 1998. The Doug Stewart Show was brought to you by ID Life. What is ID Life? ID Life is individualized nutrition with a kids line of products, a solid business model with great products. ID Life is Troy Aikman, Shaquille O'Neal, and other reputable athletes and celebrities, man. I mentioned at the very beginning of this whole promotion that ID Life is individualized nutrition. That's the big thing you need to take away from this. Go to the DougStewartShow.idlife.com. Take your free assessment. Okay, as far as your health, you'll answer about 30 questions, simple, multiple choice type things. Once you answer the questions, ID Life develops supplements specifically for you to help you get healthier and in 2016. So once again, that's the DougStewartShow.idlife.com. Sweet 16 action tonight. And who are the matchups you got? All right, so in the South region, you got Kansas and Maryland. That game comes on at 9:40 p.m. Eastern time. But before them, Miami takes on Villanova in the South region as well at 7:10 p.m. Then you also have in the West bracket at 7:30, around the same time or a little bit after the Miami-Villanova game, you have Texas A&M taking on Buddy Hield and Oklahoma Sooners. And then later that night or tonight at 9:55 p.m., you've got Oregon taking on the Duke Blue Devils and Brandon Ingram, who will probably be the first or second pick in the draft this year. Let me take a look at the standings right now. Let me give you kind of a recap of the standings and where we're at for the Doug Stewart Show Bracket Challenge. Coming in at number 8 is your boy, Doug Stewart. Let's start with number 8 as far as this tournament bracket. Coming in at number 8 is me, okay? But I have a lot of opportunity to go up. A lot of things can happen in my favor, so I feel real positive about where I am in the bracket challenge. We had like 41 people to register and take part in the bracket challenge on CBS Sports. Then right ahead of me is my man Terrell Scott. Then Ronald Cameron. Kevin Bunning is actually a three-way tie for 5th. So that equates out to me being at the number 8 spot. So you have Kevin Bunning at the number 5 position. Then you have Ryan Peoples. Then you have Roma Lewis, which is a.k.a. Mocha Bella. Number 2 is William Mack. And number 1 is my cuzzo, Tyrone Simmons. Hey, but listen, I'm good. I feel real good. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen. I got Kansas winning it all. A couple of y'all got Duke, a couple of y'all got Oklahoma. So, when that doesn't happen and the Kansas Jayhawks win this at all, then we good. We still got opportunity to win this thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. What was going on back in 1998 as far as scandals? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. George Michael was arrested in 1998 for engaging in a lewd act in a public bathroom in Beverly Hills, California. It was a dude. You do remember that, right? Also back in 1998, wow, Monica Lewinsky and President Bill Clinton. The news of his extramarital affair and the resulting investigation eventually led to the impeachment hearing of Bill Clinton in 1998 by the U.S. House of Representatives. And listen, I'm not a moral compass or anything like that. I'm not a moral compass or anything like that, and you should be held to a higher standard. I mean, you're the freaking president of the United States. But that's really a personal matter. I always thought at the time when that was going on that that's a personal matter. I mean, Hillary was okay with it. Hillary was okay with it in effect. And so why is the rest of the world, why is that an impeachable thing? Why were they trying to get that man to lose his job off of something in his personal life? I always wondered about that. Also back in 1998, man, Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman got married. Y'all remember that? And also back in 1998, Frank Sinatra died at the age of 82. Tammy Wynette died at the age of 55. And Sonny Bono died at the age of 62. You remember what happened to him, man. You talk about tragic skiing accident, smack dab in the middle of a damn tree. Rest in peace to the great Sonny Bono, man. Sonny and Cher. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't even chuckle. I mean, you talk about a horrific way to go out, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. There's a lot of bad ways I can think of to go out, but, 1 second you're having this great time and it's exhilarating and, it's just fantastic. And the next second, you are climbing Jacob's ladder, smack dab into a damn tree. That had to hurt. That had to hurt. Kind of like a bug on a windshield, man. That was horrible. Last night in the NBA, man, the Golden State Warriors, they beat the Los Angeles Clippers 114-98. Steph Curry, man, he comes back with a big night. He was down the last couple of games, 33 points. Down night in shooting in relative terms, man, not proficient from the three-point line. And I watched this entire game last night and tried to find out and see exactly what they were doing to try to thwart this guy's game. And basically, we've kind of got like a mini blueprint from the San Antonio Spurs a couple of nights ago. And they did it. His shots and his points came very, very hard last night in this game, especially in the first half. They switched on everything. On every screen, they switched, talking about the Los Angeles Clippers. And they were on Steph like white on rice, man. But he just made big shot after big shot. Guys in his face, guys draped all over him, and he just made big shots, man. I'm going to go ahead and give him a ball award. I'm still suspect of the guy, man, but I'm going to give him a ball award on a Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and give him a ball award on Thursday. We'll see. That's one big game out of the last three. We'll see. Now, I definitely think that teams have paid attention and they've kind of taken, once again, the blueprint from the San Antonio Spurs on how to try to stop Steph Curry. And a lot of times last night, they got on him like full court press, but then a lot of times they didn't. They let him bring the ball up. They let him get comfortable, man. So we'll see what happens with that. Also last night, something that came out of the game is Steve Kerr 100% said that the Golden State Warriors are going for history, that they are going to try to match or beat the Chicago Bulls of 1995, man, in the 72-win season. He says, quote, "I'm maintaining all along we're trying to get the number one seed. That's a really important deal for us. We're not there yet." Then he added, that's, talking about the Chicago Bulls, the team that he actually played on. That's pretty enticing. It's the players who are setting the record. It's not the organization, so they will absolutely have some say in matters down the stretch in terms of how we approach everything. Okay? So I think they're going to go for it. I'm still saying they're going to go for it. I'm still saying that they're going to actually get it. They play fantastic. I mean, there's just no way around it. Watching this game last night, man, they just move without the ball so well, man. They just Draymond Green is that glue guy. Draymond Green's game has just gone up tremendously from what he was projected to be coming out of college, out of Michigan State, man. He's a phenomenal player. I mean, not just he's not really that glue guy. He's not really that lunch bucket type guy that we talked about him in terms of when he first got into the game. This guy can shoot the three like just about anybody else. Probably on that team, he's right behind Steph and Clay. As far as three-pointers, man, he can go to the basket a couple times last night. He got the rebound and went in the end, scoring a layup. So they got a squad, man, and they play like a well-oiled machine. And so, every once in a while they're going to lose games, but I don't think they're going to, lose 4 games, I believe it is, before they don't win the record. They have to lose, or 3 more games, I believe it is. I don't think that's going to happen, and I don't see anybody beating them in a 7-game series. That's just real. I'm going to keep my eye on this whole Steph thing and how teams stop and how teams try to, slow him down to a degree. But I don't think nobody's going to beat the Golden State Warriors, man, in the playoffs. Speaking of which, LeBron James is in the news. We're going to get into that conversation as well. LeBron's got bad timing. He's got bad timing. He's got bad luck. He's got bad timing. And he said something, man, and talked about something. I'm sure you heard about it, but we'll get into it in the next segment of the show. But LeBron James, man, bro, you were doing so well. Why? Why this type of talk comes back? Why? And I'll tell you more about what I'm talking about, and we'll get into it. And y'all know my history, man. A lot of y'all know my history, man. I quote-unquote hated on LeBron James for many, many years. Okay? And recently, I've become a fan again. I was a fan, then I wasn't a fan, and I'm back to being a fan now. And LeBron has put all that back in jeopardy. And I'll tell you about it when we get back from the break. It's just these youngins in 2016, man. They got some type of warped sense of reality and warped sense of greatness. I mean, it wasn't like this in the 80s or the 90s, man. It just wasn't like this. I mean, we competed. And I say we like I played in the NBA. We competed. You know what I mean. We competed back in the day. We wasn't trying to hang out and buddy up with our friends. We was trying to beat our friends. All right. Okay. All right. I'm glad I stepped back for a second and I thought about it. I'm not gonna get my pressure up today about LeBron James. But when we get back from the break, let's talk a little bit about LeBron James. Don't forget, 12 p.m. today, Eastern Time, the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. 1:30 p.m., John Fisher's cooking with the microwave. Him and my man, the number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern. And at 3 p.m. today, the Griz. You have to log in and log back out. You should get an alert saying that a show is live on the network. But if you don't, just remember those times. 12 p.m., 1:30 p.m., and 3 p.m. Don't go away. 1998 is the year we're talking about today. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7.
Let's get right.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Have you heard about the Triple F campaign? Stands for $5 for the flavor, man. Go to thedugstewartshow.com and donate $5 one time a month. We really would appreciate it. It's very simple. It's through PayPal, so it's safe and secure. So once again, that's thedugstewartshow.com and donate $5. We would appreciate it. If you want to donate $50,000, $500,000, $50,000, or $500,000, you can do that as well. Shut up! They can. They can do that if they like. I don't want to limit anybody to $5, okay? You might have a couple of extra dollars just laying around and you want to help the Doug Stewart Show and Stewart Media and Entertainment take it to the next level, all right? So once again, that's the DougStewartShow.com. Donate $5. We really, really would appreciate it. All right, in the next segment, I'm going to play some classic stew, and it's the fight or the wrestling match that me and Ryan had in studio. Yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of it. I forgot all about it. But my man Earl McDowell reminded me that yesterday was the 6-year anniversary. So we'll play it, and I really am not feeling it at all because of what occurred, you know. But we'll play it coming up in the next segment. As a matter of fact, as soon as we come back from the break, it will be playing. So make sure stay tuned. And if you know somebody else that doesn't listen to the Doug Stewart Show and they want to hear some real, because this is legendary classic stew, you know, shoot them a text, tell them to tune into the Doug Stewart Show now and check it out, all right? So your boy LeBron James wasn't joking when he talked about, you know, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, and him all getting together to play on one team. Here's a quote from LeBron James. He says, "I really hope that before our career is over, we can all play together." What? What are you, 7 years old? All right. Step back for a second, Doug. Step back for a second. Calm down, man. Your pressure has gone up a couple of times this week, man. And so just calm down. All right? Just calm down. At least one, maybe 1 or 2 seasons, me, Melo, D-Wade, Chris Paul, we can get a year in. James told Bleacher Report in February for a feature story on James and Anthony's relationship that was published Wednesday. I would actually take a pay cut to do that. In the article, James said he harbored thoughts about the potential lineup but declined to go into much deeper detail. Asked after the Cavs 113-104 win over the Milwaukee Bucks last night, where he shared those thoughts with Anthony, Paul, or Wade, James hinted he has. All right, so the other cats, they've, subsequently in some form or fashion asked Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, and Carmelo Anthony about this whole thing, and all of those guys just stayed away from the conversation. In particular, Carmelo Anthony, when asked about it, he was like, man, I'm focused on New York. And one thing I will say, and it's crazy how we kill LeBron James, or not all of y'all, a lot of y'all like this type of thing. I don't get that at all. But it's crazy how, we kill LeBron James for, the decision and going to play in Miami with Dwayne Wade. And then we're killing Carmelo Anthony for being loyal and staying in New York and committing to the organization and trying to bring a championship to New York. Like, people are mad at Carmelo because he won't, exercise his trade clause and go to a winning team. No, actually, what Carmelo Anthony is doing is kind of admirable. What Carmelo Anthony is doing is what they used to do back in the day. They tried to get better. They tried to win. They tried to beat their friends. Okay? So I want to go ahead, and I'm not a big Carmelo Anthony fan, and y'all know that, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. But today on a Throwback Thursday, I actually want to commend Carmelo Anthony. We don't talk about that enough. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Okay? When Carmelo came to New York, he talked about bringing a championship to New York City. Probably not going to happen. And if he does decide at some point where the Knicks are just horrible and the organization is just, putrid and they don't have any chance at all, in a year or so down the road and he wants to, waive the no-trade clause and go to another team, that's understandable. But up until this point right now, Carmelo is all in. Carmelo ain't trying to go and hang out with his boys and what's the word they used to call it back in the day? What do they call it? When you basically you set your team up, and I can't remember the term right now, but basically you stack the deck and win championships. I just talked about this a couple of weeks ago on social media, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The whole IMG phenomenon that's going on in Florida right now, where they put together the best players in the country and they win high school championships. Where's the fun in that? And they actually, the problem I really have with IMG and the way that they do the rankings in college football nationally is IMG is a stacked team. This is a stacked deck. Why are you putting them in the same rankings with every other team in the country in whatever division that is, 5A or 6A or whatever? That shouldn't be the case. Kind of like Oak Hill in basketball. You're stacking the team. You should win. You should win a damn championship. You got the best players in the country from California to South Kakalaki. You should win. Where's the fun in that? And that's the same way I feel about this whole concept of going and playing with the best players in the country, man. It's bootleg as hell. Woosah. Doug. Calm down. And for many years, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, many years I was called a hater because I didn't like how LeBron James did that. To me, LeBron James, for people that don't know my stance on this, to me, LeBron James was a guy I held on the level with some of the greatest players of all times. Okay? And you talk to any of the greatest players of all times, when they were an unrestricted free agent, they never considered trying to go team up during the prime of their career. They never considered going to team up with the other 2 or 3 or 4 best players in the game. And you have some pride. Have some fight. Have a competitive nature. And so that whole thing was just crap. I was a big LeBron fan, James, before he went to Miami. And when he did that crap, man, I just lost a lot of respect for him. I did. And then he decided to go back to Cleveland, which I thought was admirable. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And that's the other part of this whole story. If you're about to, as you say, LeBron, if you're about to go and try to, put together another dream team with you, Chris Paul, and Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade or whatever, man. What happened to all of that violin playing and that poetic stuff about you going back to Cleveland into Northeast Ohio and to Akron because your purpose in life was bigger than basketball? What happened to all of that? Where'd that go? Huh? Where'd that go? To me, when he made those proclamations about going back to Cleveland and serving a bigger purpose to the state of Ohio and to Akron, to me that said he was in it and is going to be a player for the Cleveland Cavaliers for the long haul. Because it really wasn't about basketball. It was about what he could do in the community. What happened to all of that? So as you see the title of today's show, man, LeBron, you were doing so well, and maybe this is just talk, and LeBron likes clicks on the internet. He's the ultimate sports troller. Maybe he's just kind of like Smokey and Friday. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But this is not a good look, man. It's not a good look. And don't even call up here and don't put all your posts about LeBron James. He can do what he want to do. He can damn right do whatever he wants to do. But I can do what I want to do as well as a fan and as a follower of the sport and say it's bootleg as hell. Right, you're exactly right. This is America, Jack. He can do anything he wants, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. He can do anything he wants. He's a free agent, this, that, and the other, whatever. But as far as me, I can do what I want to in my opinions about sports, okay? And if he does this, if he tries to put together this team, this super team, with all these fantastic players, Carmelo and Chris Paul, now they are getting a little bit older, so actually it's a little bit more acceptable now in the realm and the unwritten rules of how this thing works in basketball in particular, where if you're older, it's more acceptable. It's a little bit more acceptable. But the bigger issue to me is LeBron James even putting this out there for public consumption. When, you told us that your purpose in life was bigger than basketball. And the kids this and the kids that. And so I'm going back to Cleveland. It was a great story. What happened? You got amnesia? What happened? Did somebody hit you in the head? So I was a fan, then I wasn't a fan, now I'm a fan again, and if he does this crap, I'm probably not going to be a fan again. And I'm going to kill him for the rest of his career. If he does this crap. It was about the children. I thought it was about the children, LeBron. You playing with our emotions, bruh. You playing with our emotions. And everybody else that's involved in this story, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, everybody to a man didn't even want to comment on no foolishness like this. Because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the Cleveland Cavalier fans and to the state of Ohio. They in the middle of a playoff run and he talking about putting together a team down the road? That's bootleg as hell and y'all know it. Even you biggest LeBron fans know it. So stop it. Be a pro. They asked Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, and Carmelo about this. They had no comment. You know why? Because it's bootleg as hell. They trying to make the playoffs. They trying to win championships. Ain't nobody got time talking about putting together no damn super team. I don't care what you LeBron James apologists say. It's wrong. Have some pride. You the king. You the king. You the king. The Kings don't do this. Classic Stu coming back. Sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Classic Stew.
Jazzy, that might have been one of the funniest things you've said around here in a long time.
No, I'm just saying, okay.
Not that you don't say funny things all the time.
Jazzy's good.
It's okay, Doug. Anyway, Why Did I Get Married premiere was last night in New York City, and Reba Jackson actually accompanied Janet Jackson. You know, Reba's 60.
Reby.
Right. She's 60, I'm 25.
Right,
I apologize.
It's all good. It's all good.
Reby.
I mean, at least you know who these people are.
But yeah, her sister, her bigger sister.
Real quick, hold on for a second, Jazzy. Hey, man, I don't like how you call her out like that.
What do you mean?
Okay, just don't do it. Just don't do that.
No, I just gave her a credit.
It's like 3 times today. You ain't giving no credit. You just called her out.
How did I call her out?
The whole Ribby thing. I mean, that wasn't necessary.
You shut up, your big ass head. Go ahead.
Anyway,
My hand fit my body.
Well, however you say the chick's name, she accompanied her sister Janet Jackson at the movie last night.
You don't sell
60
no wolf
years
tickets around here, Jack.
She looked real good.
Hold on for a second, Jazzy. Hold on for a second, Jazzy.
You don't sell no wolf tickets around here,
What
Jack.
you want to do, player?
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Let's do it.
What?
Let's go, player.
Stop it.
Go ahead.
Ryan,
Blair.
sit down in your swoosh suit. Ryan.
All right, go ahead.
Blair?
All right, hold on.
Doug.
Hold on.
Sit down, Ryan.
Hold on. What?
What are y'all
Put in
doing?
your report.
No, stop.
What?
What are y'all doing? What is y'all?
Put in your report, Jazzy.
Oh my God.
Put in your report, Jazzy.
No.
Keep it in your report.
Raj, call security. They fall, Lord. The chair.
What? Say what?
Get
son?
up.
Say what, son? Say what, son?
Get up.
Say what, son?
Get up.
Say what, son?
Oh my gosh. 790 The Zone. 2 Live Stews, Ryan and Doug Stewart.
That's a good reset, Jazzy.
Well, I had to. Doug is on the floor.
Hey, I need play-by-play.
Now,
Who's
I'm gonna
winning?
tell you one more time. Don't disrespect her no more.
Oh, okay. Doug is on top of Ryan. He's pushing him down. He got the chair. He's going up. Do I see a Mayweather jab?
Just for you that don't know, they are not playing radio. This is real.
This is stop, guys. They're not playing. Stop. I have to finish my report.
You want to do your report, Jazzy?
I can't because y'all
You want to do
fighting.
your report, Jazzy?
Oh my gosh.
Huh? This will be on Ryan Show Stewart on Facebook.
This is not fair, guys. Pick up the paper.
Yeah.
Come on, Doug. It's okay, Doug. Come on. Doug.
Walk it off, son.
It's okay.
Walk it off, son.
Michael Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal. Round 2.
Walk it off, son.
Anyway, gosh.
How about those picks?
I'm gonna say it one more time. Don't disrespect her no more.
Are y'all Doug, I never saw y'all get like this.
Okay, Jazzy, go ahead with your report.
Okay, well, speaking of wars,
power, respect. First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. After you get the fucking power, motherfuckers will respect you. 1 pound respect, we like 1 pound.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. It's Classic Stu. 6 years ago yesterday. Oh, man. He actually kind of set me up, man. Okay, some of the backstory to that whole thing. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. He actually kind of set me up. A couple of years earlier, like 3 or 4 years earlier, I absolutely wrecked his ass in the studio. But there was no videotape of that. So every other week, he had been trying to chide me into another, scrap. We had several witnesses the first time I got in that ass. And that doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. And then so he continued to chide me, and this particular day, man, he was really getting under my skin. He had said something earlier, and he started tapping me in my head and whatnot. And so he basically goaded me into a fight. And I had on my church shoes that day. I had on my church shoes that day, so I was sliding around, and he superflexed my ass. He did. He put me in a forward Nelson, superflexed me, then a DDT, all at the same damn time. I tried to shoot him. You know that's a wrestling term where you shoot. If you follow wrestling, you know what I'm talking about. Real wrestling, not NWA or WWE, nothing like that. So he went high, and I tried to shoot under him and scoop him. And he had put on a couple of pounds, and I couldn't get him off the ground, and he just wrecked the hell out of me. And welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Classic Stu right there for you on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah. Oh, boy. And so when I got him, and there was 5 or 6 witnesses when I got him 3 years earlier. When I got him there, we weren't videotaping the show. In this particular time, we were videotaping the show. So you actually can go on YouTube and see it, right? I'm about to boost YouTube's numbers for today. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, or you never were able to listen to the 2 Live Stews back in the day, you can actually go online and see it. Just search Doug and Ryan Fight Studio 2 Live Stews, and I'm sure it will come up. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Don't forget, at 12 p.m. today Eastern Time, the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. My man Trey and Maestro. Busted brackets and taking your kids to work. And then at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, John Fisher's cooking with the microwave. Him and my man Vern from Jersey. Oh, I'm sorry. The #1 chief rocker, Vern from Jersey. All right, so that's at 1:30 p.m. And then at 3 p.m., the Griz returns. Back-to-back shows for the Griz. I see you, Griz. I see you, Playboy. Griz had a show yesterday, which was fantastic. And then he's following it today with an encore show, and that's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time today, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. We're also talking about 1998 in the world of sports and entertainment. The biggest movies of 1998. Let's do the biggest TV shows of 1998 first. Number 10 on the list was NYPD Blue, which was on ABC. Number 9, Everybody Loves Raymond. Number 8, Home Improvement. Number 7, Touched by an Angel. Number 6, 60 Minutes, which is always going to be on the list. Number 5, Jesse. Number 4, Veronica's Closet. Number 3, Frasier. Number 2, Friends. And number 1, ER. I'm trying to think, which one of these shows did I actually watch during the time? At the time, in 1998, I watched one of these shows, and that was 60 Minutes. Yes, sir. I didn't watch none of them damn shows. I guess those were the Nielsen ratings or whatever. Let me read some of your chat, man. Thank you so much for being totally interactive in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Entertainment news coming up in about 20 minutes. Stay tuned for that. birthdays. Have a little fun for that. And I'm calmed down, man. I have to always step back, man. I get very emotional about my sports. I mean, you can tell that. And just now I had a little episode. I had a little meltdown about LeBron James. From DJ Maestro Love, the Q Love Wrecking Laugh Out Loud. Yeah, you shouldn't even know about that. But from Clay Wake Up Davis, blame it on the church shoes. Well, I did have on church shoes. You try to wrestle a 225-pound former NFL player in church shoes and see how you do. From DB12, Doug got that Cat Williams ass whipping. No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. From Loose Neck Pimp Downside, Doug should have had a V8. Whatever, man. There's a bunch of this rhetoric about that little fight, little audio. I'm not going to read all this crap. Let me move forward. Nobody talking about why you got to bring up old stuff. From Redland or Red Kool-Aid, he says, Dougie, don't take this ass whipping personally, said Ryan. He didn't say that. You said that. From KC, Doug sounded like Cat Williams after that 7th grader got in his ass. Me and my wife watched that Cat Williams video last night together, man. And we were just astounded. We were simply astounded that Cat Williams tried to steal on a 7th grader. And we talked about it a lot yesterday, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it today, but Cat Williams is he's in his mid-40s, I believe. Like, how bad are you on drugs to rationalize? I don't care whether you was a spur of the moment thing or whatever. How bad are you off that you hit a 7th grader in the face? Now, the 7th grader looked very disrespectful. He did say and do something very disrespectful. But I think that if I were in that position, the most that I would do is probably mush the kid, can't get the F out of my face. That's about it. I wouldn't consider, even in my most angry moment, I wouldn't, and most people that I know wouldn't slug a 7th grade kid in the mouth. Y'all pray for Cat Williams. Y'all pray for Cat Williams. From Clay Wake Up Davis, this is why y'all Negroes got fired from 790. Plus, Mooney was on the show, too. Well, the Paul Mooney thing was probably a bigger determinant than anything else. Sir, you shut up, Clay Davis. When we had our first fight, which was classic, which was even better than the second one, okay? We signed, I think, 2 more contracts after that. So just shut up. Sit your ass down somewhere, Clay Davis. From DJ Maestro Love, this is why they white ball. They have too much fun. Laugh out loud. I love the stews. Man, I appreciate that, bro. And that's what it was all about. I mean, it wasn't serious. We weren't, swinging on each other or anything like that. People kind of, right, I'm going to get on a little pedestal right here, man. A lot of people listen to our show because we used to get this all the time. People stop us, man, you guys remind us so much of me and my brothers or me and my siblings when we were growing up. In the debates and the back and forth, the dissing each other. And, every once in a while, man, brothers wrestle. Nothing serious. We got big-ass ratings from that. And it was totally like spur of the moment. I mean, we didn't plan. Obviously, if you've seen the video, we didn't plan that crap. I mean, so we have a good time. No harm, no foul. It's okay. Stop being a damn party pooper, Clay Davis. Damn. And DJ Maestro Love. DJ Maestro Love? Oh, okay. Miss Mocha Bella. Ryan won that wrestling match with Doug. Yeah, so what, Mocha? Why you got... All right, let me skip up from all of this chat. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Clay Wake Up Dave. I'm not reading no more of your damn chat. I done read 5 of your chat today. From JY3, yeah. Stews knew how to run some chicks away. What do you mean? We did have 7 or 8 entertainment reporters, though. But listen, half the time they progressed because we weren't paying them, So when they got a paying gig in radio or TV, I mean, we wish them nothing but the best. We didn't run no chicks away. Al Duncan is still balling out of control right now in Boston. Look up Al Duncan and see what's she doing right now. I should be getting some damn type of commission from Al's ass. She big time in Boston, WEEI. Look her up and see if I'm lying. And all of that came from the Two Live Stews. You better ask somebody. We like that damn Western. I'll make you famous. All right, we get back from the break. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. I'll continue to read more of your chat. And the NFL is killing me, Smalls, with these new rules. We'll talk about it more when we get back. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Man, shut up, Clay Davis. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Dirty South.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. So this was during the era that Timberland was ruling as far as the production. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Yes, sir. You talk about fine. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. The year is 1998. Is what we're talking about today, man. Don't forget, at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, the Barbershop Sportstalk podcast. At 1:30 p.m., John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave. And at 3 p.m., the Griz. All here today on SME, the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. The top movies back in 1998. Number 10, Patch Adams. I don't remember that at all. Number 9, Godzilla, remake of Godzilla. I think I saw that. It was okay. Number 8, Deep Impact. Number 7, Rush Hour. Okay, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, Rush Hour. Number 6, Dr. Dolittle, which is pretty decent. Eddie Murphy when he started, being the kinder, gentler Eddie Murphy. Still don't like that dude. Number 5, The Waterboy. That's some high-quality H2O. Waterboy. That's probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie is The Waterboy, man. That thing got a million laughs in it. That's some high-quality H2O. Number 4, A Bug's Life. I saw that. All of these kids' movies during the last 20 years I've seen because my daughters were of age to want to go see cartoon kids' movies. That was a pretty good kids' movie if you rank them. Number 3, There's Something About Mary. Number 2, Armageddon. And number 1, the number 1 movie back in 1998 was Saving Private Ryan. Okay, so I don't think I saw that one. I don't think I remember that one at all. So those were the top movies back in 1998. So the NFL yesterday made some rules changes. And and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And we're brought to you by ID Life. Go to the DougStewartShow.idlife.com. Take a free assessment and find out what you need to do to get better and healthier and take care of your health and your wellness more in 2016. Once again, that's the DougStewartShow.idlife.com. So yesterday we talked about the NFL and how I believe it was all dealing with the concussions and CTE and the comments that Jerry Jones made. And I said football will never go away. I said the only way that football would go away or would be in jeopardy if they make too many rules changes and the game isn't what it is. And we don't regard the game as football any longer because of all the rules changes. And lo and behold, the next day, the NFL makes 2 major rules changes. Number 1, if you get 2 misconduct penalties within 1 game, you are out of the game. That's a dumbass rule. That's a dumb rule because a lot of times emotions take over, man. And, it's football. It's a competitive sport. It's a very violent, a very emotional sport. And so I just think that's too harsh to take a guy out of a game because of 2 misconduct penalties. A lot of people agree with it. I don't agree with it. And the other one, man, which is really just pissing me off, and I'm going to try not to have another rant right now, is for touchbacks now going forward, they're going to put the ball on the 25-yard line. Okay, so from the very beginning of the NFL, or at least for the last 35, 40 years that I can remember football, it's always been if you get a touchback, they'll take it out to the 20-yard line, which was already, I guess a guarantee of, starting off with reasonable field position, as opposed to if you watch a lot of times when cats bring the ball out of the end zone, they struggle to get to the 20-yard line. So that's a very good spot. Now, if you take a touchback, they're going to put it on the 25-yard line. Why would you even risk it? So I believe that you're probably going to see a lot more cats, being told by their coaches and their special team coaches, they're just down the damn ball. We are taking it to 25. You bring the ball out of the end zone, a lot of things can go wrong. You could fumble the ball. You can give the other team great field position by a turnover deep inside your territory. Why even risk it? Down the damn ball and put it on the 25-yard line. So what in effect what this is going to do? Now, a lot of people are also saying the other side of that is, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, is that these kickers are so good these days that, they're going to, kind of do like a finesse kick, try to kick it like between the goal line and the 10-yard line and get down there. And, ultimately that'll be negative field position or bad field position for the receiving team. I don't know about that. But, I mean, the way I look at this as far as long-term effects is you're not going to have any more Devin Hesters or Deion Sanders or Billy White Shoes Johnsons. Like those players that made their fame by returning punts and kicks are going to be at some point obsolete. They're going to be like dinosaurs. I mean, imagine what you would have been or what football would have been without Devin Hester or without Deion Sanders returning kicks and punts. And that was a huge part. Now, Deion did mostly punt returning, and I'm sure he did return some kicks. But Devin Hester, Billy White Shoes Johnson, Dante Hall, Desmond Howard. Like, if they had this rule when Desmond Howard was playing, we would not know Desmond Howard to be Desmond Howard in the NFL. We would remember Desmond Howard in college. And if the rules were in college, we wouldn't know him to be the same player as well. It's just bad, man. You got to be careful with this NFL. You got to be careful with this, man. I just said this yesterday, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I just said this yesterday. This is a bad move. This is a bad move, man. And at some point, it's probably going to be like the Pro Bowl where they just automatically down the ball on the 25-yard line or the 20-yard line. They're not going to give you the option to even return it. You know, they're just going to get rid of that whole aspect of the game, period. That's the direction in which this is going. You better slow down. That's all I'm saying. My gosh. Are you kidding me? A perfect example right here. My man, damn, I said I wasn't going to read no more Clay's posts. All right, just this time. From Clay Wake Up Davis, he says, Desmond wouldn't have won a Super Bowl MVP. That's right. You remember the big return touchdown he had in the Super Bowl for the Green Bay Packers? You're right. From Grego, the rule is to protect the Edelmans and the Amendolas. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. From Brian Hill, Cat thought he had a one-hitter quitter, got followed up. Yeah, that whole Cat Williams 7th grader thing. Cat slugged the kid so hard that he thought probably in his mind that was going to be it. And that kid had different ideas. That kid ate up that jab. Man, he ate that jab up like it wasn't nothing. Like it was a piece of pie. And commenced to putting Cat Williams in a chicken wing. From Grego, Dante Hall is rolling his eyes at this. Yes, the great Dante Hall. You know how many great kick returners guys know? Man, I mean, this is bad. This is bad. There's no incentive. There's no reason to return the ball, you know, outside of, you know, you can score a miraculous 100-yard touchdown. But even that, if you put it on a scale, what's the chances of you returning a kick for a touchdown and fumbling and having a turnover? I would say the chances of you turning the ball over are probably higher than returning it for a touchdown. So what's the point? This is bad, man. This is real bad. And I blame Roger Goodell. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. This is not good. This is not good. And listen, the NFL, I said it yesterday, more than any other league, the NFL changes stuff and they change rules and we still continue to watch. There's never been a point where I even considered not watching the NFL. But you got to be careful, man. This is not good. And all of these two rules are for 1 year. They're on like a probationary period for 1 year, and they're going to relook at it after this coming season. I hope cooler heads prevail, man. I hope so. All right, when we get back from the break, man, a little entertainment news. Still talking about 1998. Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's Stu for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. If you're not doing what the hell are you doing, this is the Doug Stewart Show, the realest, treeless sports and guy talk show in America. You better ask somebody, pass the word, tell one person about the Doug Stewart Show. We really would appreciate it, man. We are doing some huge things here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Man, what do? We do voiceovers. We can do a promotional interview. We can promote you on our social media, host a speak at your event even. That's right, me or my brother Ryan Stewart. But the big thing that we are doing on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, man, we are broadcasting other shows. That's right. Like, at 12 p.m. today, the Barbershopw Sportstalk podcast. John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave at 1:30 p.m. today. And at 3 p.m., the Griz as well. I mean, we doing that here. That's what we doing. That's the focus. Quality, urban programming. So once again, if you have a podcast or a show, but you don't have a lot of listeners, man, come and join us, man. We are building a bully over here. Go and email me at Doug@thedugstewartshow.com. That's Doug@thedugstewartshow.com. And let's do some business, man. We are really, really excited about, the future of SME and the vision of SME. So email me at Doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Celebrating birthdays today is Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning turns 40 years old today. Happy birthday to him. Been in the news a lot over the last couple of weeks. Won a Super Bowl. Accusations of a sexual assault back in 1998 resurfaced. He's been in the news a lot over the last couple of weeks. But happy birthday to Peyton Manning. One of the greatest to ever do it. I can acknowledge that. Also celebrating his 32nd birthday today is Chris Bosh. Forward for the Miami Heat. Happy birthday to Chris Bosh, former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket as well. Happy birthday to him. Celebrating his 65th birthday today is Tommy Hilfiger. Man. When were we wearing all of the Hilfiger shirts? Ninjas were dying over Hilfiger shirts too, man. When was the Hilfiger era? Was that? I'm going to think I was still in college. I'm going to think like 92, 93. Like you had to have Tommy Hilfiger shirts with the little kind of like flag, little emblem or whatever on the front. And you remember all of the controversy, this news, some report came out that Tommy Hilfiger was supporting the KKK or something like that. He denied it. And I think it was actually just an urban legend, somebody just trying to throw salt on his game. I don't know. But Tommy Hilfiger is 65 years old today. Star Jones turns 54 years old today. I actually partied with Star Jones before. No lie. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. At one of the Super Bowls the Stews went to, maybe it was in Arizona. I don't know why I remember Arizona, but Snoop Dogg was performing live at this party concert thing we were at, and somebody got us in a VIP section or whatever, and Star Jones was in there, and I remember she had her shoes off, and she was getting it. Star Jones was getting it. Oh, you know who she was with? I remember now. She was with Gabrielle Union. Like they were hanging out, like they best friends or something like that, BFFs. But Star Jones turns 54 years old today. Happy birthday to her. Also celebrating his 63rd birthday today is Louis Anderson, comedian. Happy birthday to him. I never thought he was that funny, though. He's just – the funniest thing about Louis Anderson is his facial expressions. He's just funny because he's funny. I don't know. I never was too enthused about Louis Anderson's comedy. And also, man, in entertainment, Ken Howard, man, the guy that played and starred in the White Shadow TV series in the mid-'70s, I believe it was. He dies at the age of 71, man. R.I.P. to the great Ken Howard. Y'all remember the White Shadow? That was, for some reason, that was a cool show. It was a cool concept. Who do I remember from the White Shadow? I remember Coolidge. I mentioned Coolidge in the on social media. I remember the great Coolidge who played center. And then I also remember Morris Thorpe. That was his name. And the reason I remember Morris Thorpe, because he kind of looked like my uncle. I always thought he looked like my uncle. But yeah, the White Shadow was that show back in the mid-'70s. When was it? I'm looking at it right now. From 1978 to 1981, man. So rest in peace to the great Ken Howard, man, a.k.a. the White Shadow. Gangsta Lean. And also, one other little news and note in the world of entertainment. Suge Knight's 6-year-old son was booted from the courtroom Wednesday where his dad appeared. It was an emotional moment. Little Legend was in court to get some FaceTime with his dad. That's Suge's son's name, is Legend. And the judge said the kid had to go. They don't want small kids in the courtroom, evidently. The kid's 6 years old. He hadn't seen his Daddy Suge, in over 8 months. Suge actually wrote a little happy birthday letter to him and like held it up in court. And you can go and you can actually see the video out there on TMZ or whatever. One thing about this story, man, they have a picture of Suge and this boy. Man, Suge spit this boy out. This kid is Suge Knight without the beard. Damn, he looked just like his pappy. Yeah. That's a little bit of entertainment news right there on the Doug Stewart Show. All right? There you have it. Man, this boy look like he pappy. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Today is also National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day. Never been a fan of raisins, man. And I actually just started eating them a little bit over the last couple of years. Speaking of raisins and National Chocolate Covered Raisins Day, did y'all follow up on your assignment yesterday to go out and get some Utz sour cream and onion potato chips? I need somebody to report back to me in the chat room and tell me if they weren't delicious. Yeah. We finished off a bag last night. All right, the year is 1998. Let me read some of your chat here in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Thank you so much for the chat. Thank you so much for being totally interactive. From Cornelius Smalls, he says he doesn't have his full set of marbles. The reason he hit the store clerk, okay, we're talking about Cat Williams, something told him to leave, and then when he realized this dude really went, it just like the store clerk. It was his job to give it to him. I'm not saying he should have done it, but I understand Chris Rock and talking about the whole Cat Williams thing. From C-Mac, that rule will make teams kick the ball shorter and we will see more kick returns. That's the other part of this. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. The problem with kicking it shorter, that could really happen. And that's the other side of the story. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I think that teams are just going to play it safe. The kicker is going to kick it deep, and guys are going to down the ball. We'll see. It might have a reverse effect on it. I railed against it in the last segment, but when you put it like that, and I kind of mentioned it before as well, that might be the case. But here's the problem. If you underkick it, if you're a kickoff team and you underkick it, and they return it for a touchdown, you're going to feel like the biggest dummy. When you knew you could just kick it in the end zone and make them start out the 25. The 25, in relative terms to somebody returning it back to the 50 or onto your side of the field or possibly even a touchdown, isn't that bad of an idea, of a thought. So we'll see, man. I could easily see it going one of two ways. Either one, every return is going to be downed in the end zone, or two, on the other extreme is you're going to see a lot more kickers trying to angle the ball and keep it within bounds, and you'll see a lot more kick returns, but you're going to see a lot better field position because if they catch it in the 10-yard line, they should be able to get to like the 30. Blocks developing and everything in the kickoff team. I don't know. In the kick return team, we'll see. From 9-0 or from Montana Jones, don't people see what the NFL is trying to do to value the running backs, wide receivers, kickoff returns, and position, the highlights personality, which happens to be mostly black? I don't know. That's a far stretch. I mean, that could work, conspiracy ninja. That could have some truth to it, but I don't think it's that big of a conspiracy. Once again, I'm one of the biggest conspiracy theorists there are out there. But it definitely is taking away a dynamic playmaking position in the game. Once again, we just talked about it. The Dante Halls, the Deion Sanders. Several of you mentioned. I mentioned how Deion Sanders mostly returned punts. Several of you said in the chat room that he actually returned a lot of kicks too. I don't remember him being a big-time kickoff returner a lot of times. I just remember the punts more so than anything else. I'm sure he did return a lot of kicks, and enough of you have said it that obviously it has to be the case. But, yeah, the legend and the legacy of Deion Sanders and even Gale Sayers. You talk about Gale Sayers being one of the great return men of all times. The Dante Halls. Oh, come on. From the Kicking It with Kesey show, did y'all see the report that just came out about the government informant who dropped the dime on the Nixon administration for creating the War on Drugs campaign and targeting blacks and white hippies? Michelle Alexander, author of The New Jim Crow, was not lying or fishing. Truth did a podcast on this 3 days ago, okay? So, yeah, I did hear about that. I actually haven't read up on the story, though, and I wouldn't doubt it for one bit. If you saw the documentary on the Black Panthers a couple of weeks ago, man, they went to depth about the government conspiracy to, in effect, eliminate/kill members of the Black Panther Party. So I don't doubt that one bit at all. My man Kesey from the Kicking It with Kesey show as well. Yep, we knew. It's now officially confirmed. And talking about that same story about the Nixon administration, Brother McDowell, sad to say, but Cat Williams won't be here for 2017 if he doesn't get some serious intervention help. Yeah, what happened to that whole intervention thing that was so popular years back? They actually had a TV show about it. Somebody needs to do an intervention on Cat Williams. We had this thing in our chapter, and I guess we were doing interventions before it became popular. That term intervention became popular. We had this thing in my chapter for my fraternity called the hot seat. And I don't know if it was just us or other chapters as well, but we had this thing called a hot seat. So if somebody in the chapter was doing something stupid, if they were drinking too much, or if they were, doing drugs, or if they weren't handling their business in the classroom, we called a meeting, and we had like everybody get in a circle, sit down in a big circle, and we put one chair in the middle, and we'd have that person sit in that chair, and they can't say a thing. They couldn't say a thing until everybody had their say. And so, yeah, Cat Williams needs a hot seat. He needs an intervention bad as hell. Because he's not going to be here for long, man. He's not going to be here for long. All right, when we get back from the break, New Orleans Saints make some moves. I'll read more of your chat. We'll still talk about 1998. Don't forget, today you have to log in and log back out. So if you get an alert on your phone, if you follow the show, you'll get an alert on your phone. If you don't, that's okay. You know the times of the shows. 12 p.m., the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. 1:30 p.m., John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave, featuring the number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern. And at 3 p.m., the Griz, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Don't go away. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Protect yourself at all times. The referee issues that reminder because it's important to a fighter's safety and success. Doug Stewart here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security and remind you that living in the metro Atlanta area is sometimes like boxing. You've got to protect yourself at all times. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff of Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience protecting people and property. From alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between, Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all the security services they offer, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7.
This makes, you know what I'm saying? You got niggas down like me.
Bad Boy was still doing things back in 1998. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show.
You got niggas that's mad because I'm always with they bitch. Then you got niggas
Bad Boy had it going on for a minute.
You know, those PhD niggas. But you know, I pop a lot of shit, but I bet.
This is a Throwback Thursday.
A lot of niggas pop shit.
Hey, you can give me a call at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. But the easy way to be totally interactive is just to jump into the chat room on Spreaker.com. I'll read more of your chat here in a second, talking about 1998. Let's see here. First appearances in 1998's, as far as most popular Christmas gifts, toys, and presents. The Furby first appeared. The Furby, you know what that is, right? Barbie and Ken as the Munsters gift set. And Betty Spaghetti. And they've got a little picture on this website I'm looking at Betty Spaghetti. And I remember my daughter having this little thing. She's got like this long spaghetti-like hair hair or whatever as far as a little baby doll. So those are some things that were popular as far as Christmas gifts back in 1998. The New Orleans Saints, man, after a little speculation, they go ahead and re-signed Sean Payton to a new deal. As head coach of the New Orleans Saints, he agreed to a 5-year extension through 2020, and it's an excess of $45 million. In addition, the Saints are continuing negotiations with quarterback Drew Brees on a proposed 4-year contract extensions, sources say as well. The Saints, obviously, man, during this tenure under Sean Payton, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, the Saints have been wildly successful. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. And people, I always refer back to if you're under a certain age, you may not understand, you may not get it. If you're of a younger age and you don't remember the Saints really a lot before Sean Payton got there, out of the 3 major sports, the New Orleans Saints, historically, brand-wise, probably was the worst organization in sports. I'm trying to think in baseball or basketball. There's been a lot of bad teams in basketball for a very, very long time, but they always had a modicum of success. Even in the NBA, maybe the first team that comes to mind is maybe the Clippers. You know, the Clippers have had some up and down years. They're in L.A. Some people think it's cute to be a Clipper fan or whatever. I don't get that at all. My brother-in-law is a Clipper fan. You know, you just want to be the contrarian. Okay, so the Clippers have historically been bad. It'd probably be a race between the Clippers and the Saints. In baseball, you know, every team has had a lot of success for the most part, or not every team, but every team has had good eras. You know, when even the Cleveland Indians, I thought about the Cleveland Indians. Manny Ramirez was there. They had some pretty good years. I'm trying to think another baseball team that was historically bad. The Padres have been bad for a very, very long time, but they even had some success when Tony Gwynn was there early in his career, Dave Winfield back in the day. But the Saints, across the board, if you had to rank the worst organizations in sports, you know, it'd be the Clippers, it'd be the Saints, it'd be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay's got a Super Bowl now as well. I think it'd probably be Tampa Bay and New Orleans, then followed up by the Clippers, as far as I can think about right now. And to come as far as they've come under Sean Payton, man, that man could be governor tomorrow if he wanted to. So when all of that talk about Sean Payton and them trading Sean Payton, and I mean, the man didn't forget how to coach. The man didn't forget how to coach. I mean, that guy, him and Drew Brees could literally be, you know, mayor, governor, or whatever they wanted to in the state of Louisiana, in the city of New Orleans, man, because the fans down there, they love the Saints, but they've been bad for so long. This is an organization where its fans wore bags over their head for many, many years. That's how bad they were. And you come in there as a coach and as a quarterback and you win a Super Bowl in New Orleans. Hey, listen, there's a lot of things I never thought I'd see in my lifetime, man. But the New Orleans Saints winning a Super Bowl, I promise you, that would be the last thing that I thought I would see in my lifetime. So it makes perfect sense, man. Sean Payton back in New Orleans for another 5 years. And Drew Brees is soon to follow, probably, there for the New Orleans Saints. Let me grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Yo, Doug, it's Dollars and Cents, baby.
Dollars and Cents. What up, baby? How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, man, I was just reminiscing on that video. And remember back in the days, Ryan would get all mad and be like, all right, then, but meet me behind the ball.
Yeah. Ryan challenged probably 30 people to fights behind the palms, man. I mean, it could be from guests to our producers, to co-hosts, to anybody like that, callers. He always wanted to fight you behind the palm. That was our spot back in the day.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, Doug, you took an L that day, though, bro. But you know what? Like my little brother, he probably can whip my ass right now. I used to get after him. But real quick, man, I just want to say as a Cavalier fan, I'm 100% agreeing with you with this whole LeBron thing. You know, I just pulled out the damn Sports Illustrated that this ninja was had this sentimental letter, And damn it, everything he said he is going back on in the damn letter.
In one year's time, he's gone back on everything, or 2 years' time. It's 2 years ago. This is his second year back in Cleveland. Like, what happened to all of that sentimental stuff, bruh?
Man, what happened to, like, I want to be patient. I know this is going to be a learning progress. He like, the hell with that. We need to win and win now. So it's disappointing. And, you know, the one thing I will say is I am really proud of Tyrone Lue, that he actually got in that ass, man. So thanks a lot, Doug, and keep doing what you're doing, baby.
Appreciate the call, my man, ducking and dodging. Yeah, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, you know what, man? I'm a good sport about the whole thing where Ryan basically balled me up in a small package in the studio 6 years ago. I mean, I'm fine with it. And I've told the story before, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I told the story before where there was a benchmark day in my life growing up, where when we were growing up, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard this story before, but I'm going to tell it again for people that are new to the Doug Stewart Show. I see a lot of new people in the chat room. Thank you for tuning in. But I've told this story before, man. As the older brother, you always have something over your younger brother. Whether it's physically or mentally, you just have something over your younger brother. Big brothers unite, okay? And for years and years, Ryan's 3.5 years younger than me. For years and years and years, when I tell you I used to pummel him every single day of his life, okay? Believe that. And then it got so bad that there was a point where our father, we used to just tear the house up. I mean, holes in the sheetrock, breaking vases, everything. And so there was a point where I was probably like in my early teens, like 12, 13, where Ryan was getting bigger, where our father used to tell us just to go outside in the front yard and fight. And so literally, we go outside, I'd ball his ass up, and I wouldn't stop balling him up until he started to cry, you know? So if I'm 12 years old, he's 8, 9 years old at the time. So every time we go outside, this probably happened every day, and I'd ball his ass up, and we go back inside. He'd be crying, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you next time. Yeah, next time turned into 50 times, and I'd trash his ass, scoop slam him, put him in a headlock, and make him submit, tap out. And then one fateful night, he had been in the weight room a little bit. Started to get tall. We were about the same height at this point. I think I was probably like in the 10th grade, and he was probably in like the 7th or something like that. One night, we went outside, and I knew that this day was going to come at some point. We went outside. We had some type of disagreement. We went outside. Let's go outside, man. Let's go outside. I got you, punk. Come on, let's go outside. And we went outside, and I reached to grab him. And we hadn't had one of these little wrestling matches in a while. Like a couple of months had passed by. And I went to grab him, and all I could feel was sheer strength. You ever grab a dude? You ever grab a dude and it feels like straight steel? And I went to grab this dude, and the minute I got my arms around him, man, I was like, this is not going to turn out good. And we squabbled around a little bit, man, and this joker just grabbed me, scooped me up, man, and he literally just tossed me into the darkness. This man tossed me, I know it was 7, 8 feet in the air in the darkness. Like I just disappeared in the darkness. And that was the last wrestling match until we got on radio that me and my brother had for probably 15 years. That's a true story. This is a true story. And I think this particular time our father was watching it. And Ryan went back in the house, man, just puffing his chest, like looking like Debo. And I just walked in, my head down. And my old man just looked at me and was like, you let your brother throw you around like that? I can hear right now, God bless his soul. My old man just looked at me and was like, you let your brother throw you around like that? It's like, damn, what? What? You go out there then, old man. That boy is an animal. That boy is an animal. What do y'all do with him? Where'd this come from? Totally unexpected. We'll wrap up today's show up next. Don't go away, the Doug Stewart Show. True story. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedugstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7.
See, I believe in money, power, and respect. First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. After you get the fucking power, motherfuckers will respect you. Money, power, respect, what you need life. Money, power, respect, what you need right. Money, power, respect.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. I mean, I must really love y'all, man. I must really love y'all to tell one of the deep, dark stories of my life. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. 1998. What were you doing in 1998? This is when Puff Daddy, Little Kim, and Locks and all of them were on fire.
Friend, but I can set you up like Heisen and walk straight at the end. I'm done with ice and charms. I'm trying to ice my whole casket when I'm gone. Pull up with class on the dawn. Once I meet him, I greet him. Kiss his feet for freedom.
Oh, man. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit more of your chat here in a second. We'll wrap up today's show. One quick little story, though, I wanted to mention before we got out of here, man. Have y'all heard about what's going on at the University of Kentucky? John Calipari says all of his eligible Kentucky players will declare for the NBA draft. Here in a series of tweets, Calipari says he met with our team today, told them that during the season it's about the team and sacrificing for each other, which they did this year. When the season's over, it's about each individual player and what's right for them and their families. With that being said, every player who is eligible for the draft, all of these are tweets, every player that is eligible for the draft, including our walk-ons, will submit their names for the NBA draft. The new rule, and what this all comes down to is there's a new rule this year. The new rule states they can submit their name a total of 3 times. If they choose to withdraw, they have until 10 days after the combine to do so. Players not invited to the combine know what that means. Players invited to the combine and told to be or told to be back to school know what that means as well. So if you listen to your boy over the last 15 years or so, you know that I'm very critical of John Calipari. I think he's cheating. I think he's doing something. Worldwide West out this bitch. But that being said, man, I absolutely love John Calipari's attitude about these players. You know, I'm a proponent of, you being able to go straight from high school to the NBA. I'm a proponent of you going to get your money. I am. And Calipari gets it. Calipari gets it. That's why they continue to have the best players every single year. They have a roster full of McDonald's All-Americans because he gets it. Money is money. Cash is cash. Cash rules everything around me. It does. And I think these players and their families, they respect that they know if they're a Ben Simmons type player and that they're going to be a millionaire and that the only reason they're in college in the first place is because the NCAA and the NBA in particular, has rules against it. I think Calipari understands this is real life, man. You got to get that money. And so I applaud John Calipari. I'm a big detractor of him most of the times, but I definitely think he gets it, man. Kudos and ball award to John Calipari and the Kentucky Wildcats. He gets it, man. Absolutely respect that. Absolutely respect that. From Loose Neck Pimp Down Side, remember when Day told Craig and Next Friday how the little sister bigger than the big sister? That's Doug and Ryan. From Sensational, he says, Ryan, the way you just kicked my ass, we need to be a team. Yes! That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. From Loose Neck Pimp Down Side, Ralph Stewart looked down at Doug with utter disappointment that day. He made Doug eat dinner by himself. Whatever, man. Everybody's a damn comedian in this chat room. From KC, tell your old man to drag Walton and Lanier up and down the court for 48 minutes. Doug's feeling after his dad clowned him about Ryan. Yeah, you get out there with this young bull, old man. That's what I was saying to myself. Like, man, you witnessed what I did all I could. This man is officially graduated from a pollywog to a bullfrog. Yes. Old man used to get a kick out of that. See, I think we were kind of raised to be competitive, and he got a kick out of that. We used to race in front of our house, on the street in front of our house. We used to wrestle all the time, and our old man egged all of that stuff on. I appreciate it. And we used to have tag team wrestling matches against our cousins down the street. We weren't trying to go and team up with nobody. Like LeBron, we weren't trying to do that crap. We were competitors. But even I know when to say when. Even I know when the chips are stacked against me. Even I know when my little brother has surpassed me in strength, skill, and agility, wrestling skills. From Clay Wake Up Davis. I'm going to stop reading your damn chat, man. What is this? I'm not even going to read your damn chat. You on chat suspension today. You chatting too much. You ain't got no damn job or nothing, Clay. You damn putting like 500 chat messages in here. And a lot of it's very, very negative. Brian Hill. I knew it was a wrap before my little brother put his hands on me. I went back in the house talking about, y'all better get him before I hurt him. Oh, you played it off. You did one of those peacock moves. Yeah, man. All right, so we're from the country, and I've said that many, many a times. We're from the country. And in the country, we wrestle. Like wrestling in the grass, out in the yard is just second nature to us, all right? And if you grew up in the same circumstances as me, you know when you reach out and you grab somebody, you try to get position and you grab their arm, you can feel the strength. You can tell what type of day you in for if you grab a dude and you don't feel nothing but twisted steel. And that's what I felt that day when I grabbed this man. You know, I'm actually kind of proud of the fact because, you know, I think I beat him into being tough. I think I take full credit for that. Thank you, studio audience. But I created a freaking monster. A freaking monster. An all-American monster. A freaking third pick in the NFL draft monster. I created that boy. I did. I take full credit. But don't ever turn against your teacher, man. Don't ever do that. Damn. You ain't had to throw me like that. He might be listening right now. He hit me up last night, and he was talking about he had listened to the show yesterday and heard some of the Cat Williams commentary, so we were laughing about that. So maybe he's listening today. Very proud of that young man, but hold off on throwing your brother in the darkness, okay? I didn't mean to teach you that. I didn't teach you that, man. From that ninja, I will continue to say I didn't know how we didn't kill each other doing real wrestling moves after watching fake wrestling on TV. Oh, yeah. And the whole theme of making Ryan Stewart tough, ask him about how proficient I was in the figure 4 leg lock. Ask him. Ask him about how proficient I was in the figure 4 leg lock. Ask him about my forward Nelsons. Ask him. Ask him about my DDTs. Ask him about my Boston Crabs. He'll tell you. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in today to the Doug Stewart Show, man. Shouts out to the Stewies. Shouts out to my man Waterhead, Walter, Dwayne, Vasan, Gerald, Oliveri, engineers to the show. I really appreciate it. All right, coming up next, you're going to have to log out and log back in. This show stream is going to come to an end in about 2 minutes. But at around 12 noon Eastern time, be on the lookout. Tune into the live episode of the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. And at 1:30 p.m., John Fisher's Cooking with the Microwave. And at 3 p.m., The Griz. 2 days in a row. Right here on SME. This show will be back tomorrow. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Peace.